Well, it's a new week and we've got another chance to try and get ourselves back into the promotion hunt, so stick around and let's see if we can make the dream come true. What's up guys, Chasing Laidman here with episode number 16 of Living the Dream, and today we are playing Hereford, who sit second in the league, and as you can see we've moved our way up to 11th. Now the reason that has happened is because since you last saw us against Files, yes, we lost to Curzon Ashton 2-1, a Jason Porter goal, but then a win against Kidderminster 2-1 with Torrent and Brady scoring, followed by a 0-0 draw with Chester, a 4-2 win over Chorley with Steve Hardy, Jason Porter and Joseph Torrent scoring there, and then a 4-1 win over Gateshead with Freddie Barton, Joseph Torrent and a Jason Porter brace, have moved us up into contention, which means that we are now sitting just 5 points behind York and Guiseley. Hereford were sitting top of the league, they're obviously not anymore, but we could take advantage of the fact they're on poor form, maybe get ourselves a win today, and that would start pushing us ever closer. And I think the reason that's important is because we play York and we play Guiseley in our run-in towards the end of the season, and if we win today, that will be the next episode. We'll do a double header, so I'm just telling you now, hit like and subscribe. Anyway, let's get into the game, shall we, and see how we end up doing today, because that feels like it could be the one. So, the starting lineup for today is Omer, Barton, Baxter, Jones, Halem, Yalcine, Kayembe, Mackay, Brian Kelly as a new youngster from the under-18s, a youth player who's come through, looks like a decent prospect, so we're going to give him a shot today, with Cahill, who can apparently only sort of play, and Porter up top due to an injury to Joseph Torrent. Then we've got King, James, Watson, Emery and Moody on the bench, and we need to get ourselves this win today because frankly we just need as many points as we can at this point to get into the playoffs. Team talk time, pick up where you left off with outstretched arms. Let's see if we can get ourselves another win in the books and carry on our march into the playoffs. Automatic promotion is almost certainly not an option right now, but if we can get into the playoffs, we can probably save our jobs if we take the team up. Although Hereford have got themselves an early throw in, Lachlan to Owen Evans to do some good quality strong defending here. Coke back to Owen Evans to Lloyd. Lloyd plays it through looking for Apter, and we've got us defend there. The defending needs to get better. That's the one problem I have with this side right now, is that no matter how good we are going forward, the defence lets us down every single time as McQuilkin puts in the corner. It's been headed clear by Nico Jones. Owen Evans is going to pick it up and no one's going to tackle him because that's not what we do. Coke puts the ball forward. Halem heads it away though, finds Mackay. Can Liam Mackay find a Harchester player? He's put it over the top for Porter. Jason Porter, one-on-one. And Jason Porter scores, looks to round the keeper and still puts it into the keeper's hands. Absolutely wasteful. Kelly with a header. Right, we've got a chance now. Porter back to Halem. What can we do from here? Halem puts the ball over the top to Porter. Can Porter make his way through? Can he score a goal? He's very well covered. Tried to chip it, and I don't know what he was thinking because there were 5 guys round him, and that was never going to lead to a goal. Hall, though, will take the goal kick. Let's see if we can return this up the field and get ourselves looking good into the box. McQuilkin to Apter. Apter plays it to John Lewis. Can we attempt to tackle someone? That would be nice. Apter back to Owen Evans. It really would be nice if we could attempt some defending. Hodgkiss has all the space and time in the world. Continues to have all the space and time in the world. No one's closing him down. It's headed away by Yalcine, who shouldn't even be there. He's not a defender. Kayembe picks up, puts it over the top, looking for Jason Porter. Can Jason Porter get himself on the score sheet? He has. It's 1-0. We are currently leading Hereford United. His 30th goal of the season for Jason Porter. Pretty good return considering this team has not really been creating enough chances over the course of the season that you'd think 30 goals would come up, especially given the early stage of the season where it just looked like we couldn't buy a goal. Somehow he's come up with 30 of them. I don't know how, but it's worked out nicely for him. Halem with a throw-in. He's going to go long, looking for Kelly. Kelly's been brought down. It's a penalty. Liam Mackay is going to take it. Doesn't fail from the spot often, which is always a blessing. Hopefully I've not just jinxed him, because it'd be nice to see him get this goal. I'm going to get ready for some shouting. I told you I jinxed it. Right, free kick, edge of the box. Kayembe takes it, has a pop, and Hall turns it wide. Are we going to see the corner that's going to come from this? We are going to see the corner that's going to come from this. Can we score from this corner? Mackay puts it in. Goes looking deep for Kayembe to Halem. Can Halem get the ball over? He can. Kelly is there. Goes for the header. It's just gone over. Really good attempt, though. And that brings us to half-time with a 1-0 lead. We're all over them on the stats, so we should be in a solid position. We need a good team talk here. Happy with your performance, keep it up. Everyone looks inspired and motivated. See if we can come out of the blocks, get ourselves a second goal straight away. Into a highlight, in fact. Kayembe back to Jones, to Kayembe. What can Kayembe do here? To Mackay. Mackay, ball forward for Jason Porter. Jason Porter, ball through to Cahill. Can Cahill score? He can't, there's a man in the way. Very unlucky, but Barton can't even turn it back into the box. But we have got ourselves a throw-in. Barton to Yalcin. Yalcin heads it down to Mackay. Mackay out for looking for Barton. Probably not the most useful thing he could do there. Barton puts it in there. Yalcin is there. Yalcin is brought down. We've got ourselves another penalty. Liam Mackay is going to get another chance, and if he misses this one, I swear he's never taking a penalty again. Come on, Liam. You're supposed to be the assistant manager. Lead by example. He has scored it. He has redeemed himself. That's okay, we'll allow it. We'll allow him to continue taking penalties. He's only missed one this season. It's absolutely fine. Nicely done into the bottom corner. Learned from his mistake last time, and it's worked out very well for him. Jones now, free kick, ball forward to Kelly. Kelly goes over the top for Porter. Can Jason Porter make it 3? He's through. He's on with the keeper. Absolutely wasted that opportunity. Completely wasted that opportunity. Throw in now. From the left-hand side coming from Halem. What can Halem do with this? Goes to Mackay. Mackay, can he get the ball back inside? He can. There's no one really there for. Kayembe is there on the edge of the box. So Yalcin has a pop and it's just come off the post. Hit the woodwork. I mean, the build-up play was great, but the finish needed to be better. Kayembe will head it clear though to Porter. Porter has options, finds Kayembe again to Mackay. Mackay goes left for Halem, but Apter will pick it up, and now we're in trouble. Hodgkiss back to Apter. Can we get the ball away? Mackay has got the ball off of Owen Evans. Into Kayembe. Can we get ourselves a third goal here? Ball to Cahill. Tipped through. Porter is there. Jason Porter is there. His 31st of the season, his second of the game. And we lead 3-0. And I can have no complaints about leading 3-0 right now. No complaints at all. This is just... The points were important. The goal difference could also prove important. So we really need to be aware of winning games is good. Dominating games on the score sheet is better, because that's all going to help us as this running comes in, because the early season struggles have left us in a bit of an awkward spot with goal difference. I think it was +7 before the game started, and at one stage it was -16 or something. So it's definitely important we build the goal difference as Baxter heads it away, only as far as Laughlin. John Lewis picks it up to Owen Evans. So many double-barrelled names, it's like playing Eton. John Lewis. Baxter makes the tackle. Nice work. And now Cahill will pick up the ball. Can we get in there? Cahill, was tackled, but he's managed to stay on his feet, pick the ball back up. Cahill again. Can he cut it back? Cut it inside for Porter. Porter can't quite get there. Throw on our left-hand side. Halem will take it. I've just sent on Reece Emery for Chris Cahill because he picked up a knock. Thought I'd probably best preserve him. Finn is there on the back post. Omer makes the save. John Lewis gets there before the 4 guys in the 6-yard box. The 4 players in the 6-yard box couldn't get there before the guy that was outside the box. Let's just take a second to process the absolute sheer laziness of that. Absolute sheer laziness of that. This is the defending issues I've been telling you about. The simplest things they just manage to get wrong every single time. And if we manage to get promotion, rebuilding this defence somehow is going to be my focus. I say rebuilding the defence. I'm going to have to coach the defenders all summer, which is probably the worst part, not being able to bring anyone in. We're going to put Charlie James on at left back though and see if that helps tidy things up. Free kick for Hereford. We need to really avoid letting them get a second goal here, because if they get a second goal we're in trouble. McQuilkin plays it to Finn. Finn has a pop and it's just gone wide, and we've survived that one. I'm going to take off Kelly, because Kelly, frankly, he's done well, but we just need to something new, some new ideas. Jones puts the ball forward from a free kick. Emery was looking for it, couldn't get there. Watson has picked it up. What can Ethan Watson do? Plays it to Kayembe. Kayembe to Nico Jones. Nico Jones, plenty of options around him, goes back to Watson. Watson's very, very inside for where I want him to be. Porter has a pop and it's 4-1. 4, I can keep count. He scored a hat-trick. 32 goals for the season now for Jason Porter, and there's still quite a lot of football left to play. It's not impossible he could make it to 40 goals this season. I'm not going to guarantee it, but it's not impossible he could make it there. And a 4-1 lead at least makes me feel a little bit better about the fact that there's 10 minutes left to play, give or take, and surely we can't concede 4 goals in 10 minutes. Looks like the final highlight of the game, throw in from Hereford to Apter. They score here, it doesn't really matter, we've still done well, but it will matter for the goal difference, and that wasn't even worth showing the highlight of because of how far wide it went. We're going to stick with it, I'm sure, until the final whistle goes. Omer takes the goal kick, short to Baxter. Baxter hoofs it upfield, Emery gets on the end of it. Porter is there. Can we make it 5-1? Porter is going to go on a run, he's going alone. He has a pop, he scored his 4th goal of the game. 4th of the game, 33rd of the season, in injury time, makes it 5-1. When we want to win, we win hard. When we don't want to win, we look completely useless. And Jason Porter is being the star again today. Absolutely led the line from the front, and that's what we needed to see. And should be more or less the last action of the game, if I'm completely honest, because I cannot imagine this is not going to be the final whistle. It is. We've won 5-1. Beautiful stuff. Really good stuff. Jason Porter gets the rare 10 rating, which we always like to see, and that's going to hopefully move us up the table a little bit. I don't think it's going to move us up a lot because I think a lot of the teams around us are still on fairly good form, but it should move us up a little, and we'll see if we moved any closer to the playoff positions in just a second. League table says we've moved up to 10th, but we are crucially only 2 points off of the playoffs now, which is where we want to be with those games coming up. So just a quick reminder, we're going to come back on Wednesday for a double header where we are going to play York and then Guiseley. If we beat both those teams, we should be in the playoffs, almost guaranteed, which is exactly where we need to be. But in the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, which should appear with a magic graphic there. I'm on the socials at Twitter, Insta and Patreon at Chasing Lamely, and I have been Chasing Lamely. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.